It's Tuesday, it's 7 p.m. and we are live. Now forget the local elections, forget the King's coronation. This is the big event of the week because right here, right now, we are just about to reveal our Baxiest Boilers yet. And one of you could walk away with a new Baxi 800 Combi. So stick around for fun, frolics, and all brass hydraulics. This is Baxifest Live. Now, the beauty of virtual events like these is you can broadcast from anywhere in the world to anywhere in the world. And our audience tonight is across the UK, so welcome to Baxifest Live. And our training manager, Ian Trotz, joined us for the big reveal. Good evening, Ian.
Evening.
Right, shall we do it?
Okay.
Drum roll, please.
Here we go.
So here we go, the new Baxi 800 Combi 2. So talk us through some of the highlights and some of the benefits, Ian.
Well, there's lots to talk about, in fact, with the new Baxi 800 and 600 range. But what I really love about it is the fact that we built on the success of the original 6 and 800. So all the same features you would expect from a Baxi product are in here, but they've just made them that much better. And the first thing you're going to see when you get the boiler and you take it out of its packaging, you've got new recyclable packaging, eco packaging.
That's really important.
Yeah, really important to today's world. So gone is the polystyrene in with new recyclable packaging. So right from the word go, in the box you're going to get all the things you're going to need. You're going to need your tails, the installation instructions, everything you'd need and expect from a Baxi product.
Should we climb inside? Inside
here.
Very pretty.
So again, a lot of this will be very familiar. It's a compact cupboard fit boiler. It's less than 295 deep, so it goes in the kitchen cupboard fine. Centre flue, it's got the test point for the Schrader valve outside, stainless steel heat exchanger, all brass hydraulics, everything you would expect from our products, so nothing's really changed. The kilowatt outputs, they come in 24, 30 and 36 in the Combi. And in the 600 range, you also get a system, which is 15, 18 and 24 kilowatts. And in the 800, you get 18, 24 and an improved 30 kilowatt output for the system. So giving a real good coverage across the range. But what makes it that little bit better is we've got our drip tray on the top with an enlarged hose here. So any rainwater coming down, it'll come down into the air intake, into the drip tray, so it won't get round and damage any of the components inside, straight down to the condensate trap through the hose and away, nice and safe. And the condensate, one of my favourite features really, it's preheated and siphonic, fully siphonic, which means, we all know this, if you drop all the water out in one go, there's less chance of it freezing. But we've gone further than that, so now what we've got is water that could be preheated up to 50 degrees, so it's 50 degrees, all dropped out in one go, virtually eliminating the chance of it freezing. Another nice touch is the gas valve risen up from the base of the boiler. So if you're changing a plate-to-plate heat exchanger, there's always a little bit of water in there. So the gas valve is well protected from that. Also, we've got a PRV with a drain in it. For years we've been saying don't drain from the PRV. Now we've actually incorporated that. So as long as the pipe work is good, going to a safe point outside, you don't need a hose to drain the boiler, it's just straight from there. So everything you would expect. Our wiring block, nice and simple. We've changed this, so if you're familiar with our previous products, the 200 and 400, it's going to be familiar with that. So we've got a simple wiring block there, colour-coded. So live neutral earth as your standard and 240-volt switching. But also, you've got OT in there. OT is open therm. That means I can connect to an open therm controller and it will control the boiler to be its optimum efficiency. And of course, we've got outdoor weather compensation connections as well. So if you're fitting a Baxi IFOS, boiler plus compliance, straight away, right, and dead easy to wire in, dead easy to wire.
And natural gas to LPG conversion is very simple?
Yeah, really simple. So if you want a natural gas or LPG boiler, traditionally in our world you would buy a separate boiler. You don't have to. All of these boilers come for natural gas or LPG. All you have to do is a quick parameter change and check the gas valve as you would normally do on any installation.
What about percentage efficiency of this?
Well, we've increased that. So the percentage efficiency has gone up to 94% efficient now. So you're getting a really good package at the best efficiency.
Remember that, 94% efficiency. Might come in handy later, who knows. Ian, thank you. Now, Ian's going to stick around. Any questions for Ian or any of our guests throughout the show, drop them into the chat function and we'll be talking to Ian and plenty of other guests later on. Thank you for now. Coming up in a few minutes' time, one of you is going to be able to be with a chance of winning one of these beauties, along with a lot of other great Baxi gear. But first, we've heard from Ian with his thoughts. I mean, what's your favourite aspect of this new thing?
I really like this Siphonic trap.
Yeah.
But what I really, really like is the fact we built on the success of previous products. So it's not a revolution. Yeah, it's going to be very familiar to people. It's more of an evolution.
Okay, so waxing lyrical there from Ian. But what about you guys out on the ground who have to kind of install and activate Baxi boilers? Well, we teamed up with 3 of our social media influencer friends. You may know Pointy, Rachel, and Luke if you follow them on social media. Well, we dispatched these to those 3, and here is their verdict.
Today it's my honour to introduce to you a little treat that Baxi sent out to me recently. It's their new release, latest and greatest, Baxi 800 Combi 2.
As you can see, there are no more polystyrene innards. They've been replaced with robust vertical eco packaging.
Now the boiler's still lightweight and it'll fit in a 290ml deep cupboard. The moment you've all been waiting for. Let's take a look inside.
It's now possible to do a manual conversion from natural gas to LPG with no additional accessory kit required. It has colour-coded and removable wiring blocks, so it's easier to wire, and it is compatible with OpenTherm.
Now this is the absolute beast that we noticed to the left here, which is the preheated condensate trap.
And the PRV is really clever. It's got a built-in drain valve. Twist that yellow nut, will drain the boiler without disturbing the PRV. Of course, it's still got a stainless steel heat exchanger.
It's very quiet. I'm very impressed with that.
So I really enjoyed this installation. I did really like the original 800, and I feel like this boiler is just an improvement on the 800 as it was anyway.
It really is a TARDIS boiler. It's got so much room inside for working on if you have to, and yet still manages to fit very nicely into a standard wall-hung kitchen cupboard.
Still the same great Baxi boiler, just, well, Baxier. Jobs are good, eh?
Welcome back to my basement, and Luke and Rachel and Pointy have joined us live, along with Paul Cook, who's Baxi's technical insight manager. Let's catch up with the guys, just following on from your videos. Pointy, what's the Baxiest thing about the new boiler for you?
Really, I mean, obviously, as we said earlier on, there's a lot of returning great features that you've come to expect from Baxi. I think Ian touched on it earlier with regards to the combination of the PRV and the drain point there as well. So you can't actually open the PRV, whereas you can open it as a drain point, which I think's really handy when you're doing servicing each year.
And Rachel, what about the installer experience for you?
Yeah, it was a really good install. I particularly like the ease of wiring. So they've come with removable blocks now, so you can wire up the boiler outside of the boiler. You don't have to struggle to get it into to the board all tight. So yeah, I particularly like that. And
Luke, any highlights?
Yeah, it's got to be the preheated siphonic trap. We know that condense can freeze them from time to time, so adding that's a great feature.
Yeah, great. Now I wonder if we can look at the results of our poll. We asked you what your Baxiest feature was of the new boiler, and looking at the screen now, so here we go, PRV with combined drain. And Paul, tell us about your involvement with this range and the work that you do with influencers like these 3.
So, yeah, I've done this job now as Technical Insight Manager for the last 4 years. I'm gas safe myself. So when a boiler comes to me at concept phase, I'll rip it apart first of all, but then I'll get these guys in to actually tear it down with me. But off the back of that, we build products that these guys essentially and ladies want to fit going forward.
So is it authentic, tangible benefits and feedback that they bring that you build into the models?
Yeah, absolutely. What their feedback is absolutely crucial to the role that I do.
I think it's fantastic as well that as a manufacturer, Baxi actually do focus groups with installers registered on the Baxi Works app. And of course, that then gives us the opportunity to feed back to the manufacturer things that we want to change, things that we're not happy with. And it's amazing to see with each new boiler that Baxi released, they've listened and they've implemented those changes all the way along to make our lives easier.
You agree, Rachel?
Yeah, I do agree. Yeah, especially with like the PRV, they've now moved the PRV and made it a push fit connection. So I think that's something that a lot of people were worried about, and that's been changed with the new boiler.
Luke, any thoughts on the dialogue you have with Baxi?
Yeah, it's been amazing. Like the phone calls we had, we shared the experience of installing the boiler and giving them the feedback. They actually listened to us, which is really nice to see from the manufacturer. So
just as an overarching kind of comment, if I asked you to tell our viewers, your fellow installers, the people maybe follow you on social media, kind of how would you sell the 800 to them? What would you say would be the benefits of them kind of investigating it?
Well, with the boiler, you just get everything in the box. With Baxi, everything is there ready to install. You haven't got to mess about buying other features. It's there ready.
Yeah.
And the change that they've made, and brilliant.
Right.
Yeah, well, like Luke said, it comes with the MagnaClean filter. It's got a 10-year warranty. You can't really sell it any better than that, can you?
Yeah.
I mean, pre-made tails, pre-bent tails come in the box. A lot of manufacturers don't offer pre-bent tails. That saves a huge amount of time, especially materials as well. And again, as Rach said, with the eco packaging they've got onto now as well, it's just so much easier to get rid of your waste at the end of the job. Straight into the recycling, everyone's happy.
Yeah, definitely.
And Paul, you say you work with these guys in the build-up to kind of creating these models, but when you send them out into the world and you send them out to these people and they go and put it on film and share it with their social media followers, is that kind of nerve-wracking?
Yeah, of course it is, because this has been the love of my life for the last sort of 2 years. But actually to see them actually doing it and then giving the feedback that they've given, for me, it's just a job well done.
And what's your next job?
Oh God! out of all of them, quite a few, probably air source.
Yeah, air source is kind of going to be it's the future, isn't it? We'll probably talk about that later on if that's okay, guys. Well, thank you, Paul. Thank you, Luke. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you, Pointy. For now, the guys will be back later on for a Q&A session. So please keep your questions coming for these guys and for Ian. And we have Dan and ASM joining us as well. So anything you want to talk around the new products, but anything Baxi, drop us a line. Use the chat function. Let us know who you are, where you are, what you want to ask, who you want to ask. And we'll try and put as many as we can to the guys later on. So thank you for now. Yes, round of applause.
Yeah, we did it.
Now, there's a chance for you to win one of these beauties. And a game we're calling, well, it's a game we're going to call Flu Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Yeah, no. Try again.
Seal or no seal?
Close.
Get in there.
How about boiling point?
Hey, I like it.
Roll beat. Here's how it's going to work. One contestant, potentially 15 questions, 5 levels, and some great prizes, including the star prize, the Baxi 800 Combi Boiler. And it is Stuart Wellington. Good evening, Stuart. Stuart from SJW Services. Here is what you could win. This stylish Baxi workwear and a cuddly Baxter the dog mascot. A superb Sonos One Generation 2 speaker. An internal fit Flu and uSense 2 controller. A £500 Amazon gift card. And hit boiling point to walk away with a new Baxi 800, our Baxiest boiler yet. Stuart, are you ready?
I am.
Okay, so this is level 5. 5 chances to level up to 4 for the chance to win some Baxi workwear and a cuddly Baxi mascot. I want you to choose a number from 1 to 5.
7. 4.
Okay, here we go. This is going to be fun. 4. Okay. Don't forget, I know the answers and I can choose the hard questions. Question 4. We're launching the 600 and 800 today, but what are 2 numbers associated with our other boilers?
200 and 400.
200 and 400 is correct, Stuart. You've won the Baxi workwear and the cuddly Baxter dog. We're going to take you to level 4. So you're off the mark, Stuart. Your level 4 question for the chance to win a Sonos One second generation speaker. It's a fantastic prize. 4 chances here. Choose a number from 1 to 4.
2.
Question 2. Stuart, what does the OT stand for in certified OT?
Open therm.
I don't need to tell you that that is right. Congratulations, you've won that Sonos speaker. Now the mercury's creeping up. Let's head into level 3. This is your level 3 question for the chance to win an internal fit Flu and a uSense 2. They can fit the Flu from inside the property, as Ian was saying earlier. You don't need ladders, it's safer, it's much more convenient. And of course, the uSense 2 connects to your boiler. I think you can use an app as well. So a couple of great prizes here as we head into level 3. Now, Give us a choice between 1 and 3.
Number 1.
Question number 1. Okay, what's the kilogram weight of the new Baxi 600 and 800 boilers?
29 kilograms.
God, 1k off, it's 30 kilograms.
That's
Great, but listen, don't worry, still 2 chances to make it out of level 3. So you've got a choice between question 2 and question 3, Stuart.
2.
That was quite harsh, by the way. I would have given you a couple either way, but there we go. Question 2, okay, good luck with this one. What's the length of warranty for the new Baxi 800?
10 years. Nice and easy.
Well, praise Stuart, it's a full 10-year parts and labour warranty. 2 away from the big prize as we head up to level 2. Pressure's on, laddie, here we go. So, for the chance to win £500 Amazon gift card, that's a pretty hefty prize, and a shot at the big one. Choose 2 chances here, choose between 1 and 2.
2.
Okay, what additional kit do you need to convert a new Baxi 600 and 800 combi boiler from natural gas to LPG and back again? What additional kit do you need?
Absolutely nothing.
Absolutely spot on. Well, fantastic. You've just won a £500 Amazon gift card. All these gifts, all these prizes, by the way, you take them away, they're safe. So this is it, your chance to hit boiling point as we head up to level 1. It's boiling point. Okay, studio, what do we say? Make the mercury rise to land a hot prize. Thank you. 1 question, 1 answer, 1 Baxi 800 for you, Stuart. Here we go, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's certified open therm, natural gas to LPG, manual conversion, our Baxiest boiler yet. The question, we've enhanced the efficiency of the new Baxi 6 and 800 combi boilers. What's the percentage of efficiency?
You've increased it to 94%.
To what?
94%.
No, you were wrong. No, congratulations, you're a winner. That's fantastic. That's not your Baxi 800, by the way. Oh, congratulations, Stu. How are you feeling? All right.
Oh, absolutely over the moon. Thank you.
That's brilliant. So you've got workwear, cuddly toy, you've got the Sonos speaker, you've got uSense 2, internal fit flue, you've got £500 in Amazon gifts, and you have a Baxi 800 combi boiler. Congratulations. Thanks for joining us. Take care, Stuart. All the best.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Oh, fantastic. So thanks for joining us. That was the first and last ever episode of Boiling Point. So don't forget to keep your questions coming because we're going to catch up with all our social media influencers, Ian and Dan and ASM later on in the evening. So questions in the chat function and we'll get around to as many as we can later on. First of all, Ian's back with me. And Ian, we've talked a lot about the 6 and 800, lots of excitement around that. We talked through the spec and all the technology, installation, activation. But there's much more happening at Baxi this year.
Yeah, it's an exciting year for Baxi this year. We're launching a lot of products, and obviously the 6 and 800 system and combi boilers, and they come with a new internal fit flue.
This is a flying flue.
Flying flue with this one, yeah. So don't install it like that. So effectively, what this means is does exactly what it says on the tin. You can fit it from inside the property, 1 person fit, and there's a seal. This seal on the top here, that's approved for as an external seal. So there's no need to get up and cement round. Or make good. Yeah, it's all done from inside, making it much easier and safer to install. We've also got the uSense 2 coming out. So the uSense 2 pairs really nicely with the combi boilers out of our new range. Boiler Plus compliant immediately, runs via open therm, and it's important to note that the boiler is certified open therm. This is a real importance because effectively any certified controller will work with our product. We know that. What that will do is low condensation, make the boiler run at its most efficient. But in addition to that, we're also launching a new range of cylinders, Baxi cylinders, 125 litres up to 300 litres, both direct and indirect, as you would expect. They all come with the internal baffle. So there's no need for an expansion vessel separate. And they all come out the same factory as the Megaflow, which is industry standard, so the same quality of build there. We're also launching an air source heat pump cylinder range, ranging from 210 up to 300 litres. Now this pairs really nicely with the new air source heat pump that we're launching this month. Now, air source heat pumps, lots of discussion around that at the moment. We've got 4 up to 13 kilowatt outputs. So a real good range, a mixture of range, which is really important for air source heat pumps. And with this, you're going to get all the backup you would expect from Baxi. So at the moment, the energy sector is moving as a transition. We all know this. It's moving away from traditional heating to things like air source heat pumps, and they're going to play a real big part in our future going forward. Now, from 2024 in Scotland, 2025 in England, there'll be no gas appliances in new builds. And the majority of things that are going to replace that at the moment is air source heat pumps. And what's really important for all of our customers to understand is it's just a different form of heat. So how you heat your home really doesn't change. Radiators, underfloor heating, just what's generating the heat and putting it into your home changes. And we understand that that's quite a scary thing for a lot of people, that their world is changing. So at Baxi, alongside the launch of the air source heat pump and all the other stuff we're launching, we're also going to be supporting our customers through training, really exciting time to be in training. So there are product days for air source heat pumps. We've got BPEC accredited courses, and we've got Baxi heat pump installer courses, which give you even more value when fitting one of our products. So never been a better time, in my opinion, to be in this industry. And my best advice for everyone is stay up with technology, because otherwise you'll get left behind.
And this is the future, whether we like it or not. There are challenges and opportunities. How can our viewers get involved in this training?
You're absolutely right about challenge opportunities. There's also a lot of misinformation about air source heat pumps out there, and they may not be for every application, but they'll be for lots of applications. And one of the benefits of working with a company like Baxi is effectively we've got everything to cover every opportunity. Yeah. But like you said, whether you like it or not, air source heat pumps are part of our future. If you're a heating engineer, right, and you're going to be in the industry more than 5 years, they will be part of your future, whether you're repairing, whether you're installing, whether you're maintaining. And our job at Baxi, my job as within training at Baxi, is to make that transition as easy as possible. So we're putting everything in place, to take you on that journey, to basically say, look, you're a heating engineer today and you fit traditionally gas boilers. But tomorrow you're going to be a heating engineer that fits multiple heat sources, one of them being air source heat pumps.
Fantastic. So thanks, Ian. Thanks for joining us. You're going to join us now on stage as we chat with the rest of our guests. As I welcome back Pointy, who's pointing, Pointy, Rachel, and of course Ian's with us, and Luke at the back. And welcome to Dan as well, one of our ASMs here at Baxi. We've got a few questions for you guys. We're going to fly through as many as we can over the next few minutes. We'll throw it out to anyone. Maybe yourself, Ian, to start with. Jess says, is there an improvement in the open therm compatibility?
But yeah, as I said earlier, it is certified open firm, and that's the difference. So our compatibility, we guarantee it will work with any certified open firm controller out there. Obviously, we'd encourage you to fit the U-Sense, because that is exactly the same protocol in the U-Sense as it is within our products. It's a perfect pairing.
And Jess says, as follows up, does it support remote monitoring?
Well, remote monitoring is something that's coming very soon to our portfolio, and our boilers will support that going forward. It's one of the reasons we changed to the new range. Is we're looking to the future, and the future technologies will work with these products.
Yeah. One from Tyler. Hello, Tyler. Thanks for getting in touch. Don't forget, drop us a question in the chat function if you want a question answered by these guys. I'm conscious it's Ian at the moment. We will come to everyone else. Has the inner flue seal, but I think my doctor's written this, has the inner flue seal been improved to stop it lifting?
Yes, effectively. We know that especially if people have used grease around the top of the flue seal, it can ride up. It's much more rigid now, and these guys and girls will know better than me because they've installed them, but it's a much better fit. What we would say is just use water to ease the flue into the top, and that'll be fine.
The inner flue seal actually comes with a factory-fitted cap to protect it from dust from the cardboard packaging that you get now, and that is ever so lightly lubricated and more than enough to take the elbow going forward.
Yeah, and you find it, I think you talked about the experience earlier. Yeah. I want to see if we can get our poll results up for the air source heat pump question we asked. We can, look. Thinking about air source heat pumps, which of these applies to you? I'm considering training. I haven't installed, but I am unlikely to, and I'm unlikely to in the future. 36% saying that, I'm not sure about that. Can I ask you, Luke, at the back, what's your relationship with air source heat pumps? What are you thinking about? It looks like it's going to be the future of our industry.
Yeah, I think air source heat pumps will soon take off in a big way. It's not something I've looked into myself yet, but it is going to be the future for the industry.
Yeah, Rachel, what about you and air source heat pumps?
Air source isn't really suitable for my clientele, but I was speaking with Ian earlier, and he said that they are bringing stuff to the market to make it more compatible with smaller houses, because at the minute installing the cylinders and things like that are going to be a big shift for smaller houses.
Mm-hmm. Pointy, what's your relationship with them?
I mean, so far I've actually done specific training to be qualified to fit them. I haven't had the hugest call for them, but at the same time, I believe that's more to do with personal confidence and knowledge in the product. There's so many brands out there claiming to do the best heat pumps. The thing I'm obviously looking forward to is from a brand like Baxi, they've put a lot of thinking into it, and they wouldn't release something unless it's ready for people like us to go and install it and have it work properly for the end user.
Yeah. Ian, a question to follow up on that. How can I get on your air source heat pump training courses?
Well, really contact through your area sales manager. You can find their details on the website. And they will direct you to the best course for you. Now, it depends what journey you're on, whether you want a product day or whether you want an accredited course. It depends where you are on your heat pump journey. But rest assured, Baxi will have the right course for you wherever you are.
Dan, I want to bring you into the conversation. All the stuff we've been talking about, we've learned a bit about the products today, but where can our viewers investigate? Where can they learn more? Where can they get involved? Where can they look up?
Well, you can visit me or one of our local area sales managers at a trade morning near you. To do that, all you got to do is visit the Baxi website, or simply download the Baxi Toolbelt app, and you can view where we are, what day and time, and visit us from there. Or simply come and see us at the installer show on the 27th to the 29th of June.
One for you again, Ian. Where has the pressure gauge gone?
Well, there's pressure gauge on the front of the boiler, digital pressure gauge, which is front and centre and effectively always on. But also there's a pressure gauge inside the boiler for when you're filling up before you get the power on. Yeah.
And is the commissioning the same across the 600 and 800?
Well, the new 600 800 is the same, and it is fundamentally two buttons. Again, I'm not best placed to answer. These have all fitted them, but two buttons and then a dial to go from low up to high.
It is quite simple to
and
be
you
honest.
get when the boiler's delivered as well, there's a yellow sticker across the screen which says exactly how to get it into min and max before you even do it.
For the last, for as long as I've been in training, we've built products based on feedback from our customers, which is really important. There's another side to that, which is in years gone by, people had depots they used to go to and share information that way, and that doesn't happen anymore. So influencers, social media posts have become a way of sharing that information and helping people who are new to the industry, which is very important.
Yeah. Following on with you, and again, is the PRV in the same place across the boilers?
No, the PRV has changed. Go on, Pointy.
Well, I mean, again, being on social media, great thing about that is a lot of shared feedback. We can communicate very easily about different things, and one thing that did come up a lot with the previous 800 model was that the PRV was a little bit fiddly to get to if you've already fitted pipework.
We did say before that it was a case of if it was the first one you've ever installed, everyone's used to installing the PRV last. They don't prioritise it. With the 800, if it was the first one you'd ever installed, you'd have had to do it first and you wouldn't have known to. Yeah. Once you put your first one in, you remember to do it then, but I can imagine if someone coming to it as a new boiler. So yeah, it's good that it's moved, definitely.
Yeah, one of the key things as well is push on. It's dead easy to fit.
Yeah.
I thought it'd be a little bit busy where they've moved it, because you got the condensed, you got the return, you got the hot, but it doesn't affect the installation. It's dead easy.
You said it was like a TARDIS boiler.
I did, yeah. I mean, again, with any Baxi boiler, I still can't quite figure out how they've done it. When you come in from the OGs, the Duotechs, the 105s, your Platinums, huge amounts of room, but of course a large boiler to go with it. We then saw a massive condensing process on the 800s, and now again they've done the same thing where they've managed to fit everything you'd want from a premium boiler, but in a box that is literally small enough to fit in your kitchen cupboard, which is fantastic when you're looking at retrofitting into people's homes.
Last few moments of this Q&A session. If you have a burning question you want to ask any of these guys, then you need to do it now in the chat function. We're going to wrap up with our final quiz in a few moments' time. Ian, again, have you done anything about the hose on the... Well, we've talked a lot about the condensate trap tonight. It's been a big hit. Have you done anything about the hose on the condensate trap?
Yeah, the hose on the condensate trap has been, it's more robust, and there's an extra lip seal on the top. Fundamentally, there was on the old condensate, on the old 6 and 800, you could fold the condensate hose over. That won't happen on the new one.
Yeah.
One more thing to mention about the condensate, on the previous 800 and 600 models, to remove the condensate trap for servicing, you would have to disturb the room seal. There was a rubber grommet in the bottom of the boiler. That could have been a bit fiddly at times, so a lot of people were steering away from doing that properly, which is a shame. So they've combated that on the Combi 2 by making the trap removable separate to the seal in the boiler, so you don't have to disturb anything to remove that condensed trap each year to get it out the boiler. So they've listened and changed that for the better.
And Dan, you know, when we launch something like this and you know it's objectively a strong product and there's some exciting features, are you happy to be out and about there, aren't you? Kind of talking to kind of installers and to kind of share the benefits. It must be kind of quite a buzz to be able to share something, you know, this kind of quality product.
Yeah, I mean, as an area sales manager, this is what you want. You want to be able to go out there and talk about the new products, what we're bringing out to the market, and what we've really talked about with the installers' improvements, and sharing that feedback with them. That we have listened to them and brought out a 2.0.
I think that's what's coming out of this evening, is this conversation with the people that really matter, those kind of who have to go out and install them, and kind of in a way, by doing that, they're advocating for them, I suppose. So it is important to have that kind of two-way dialogue. Ian, is there still a reusable seal in the heat exchanger?
Yeah, absolutely. It's exactly the same seal. So you know, if you remove the combustion door, you check it. If it's still in good condition, you just put it back in.
And I think we're talking about the USense here. A question from Guy. Thanks for getting in touch, Guy. How many phones can you connect to one USense?
That's a good question. That is.
Lots.
Yeah.
Multiple
Many as you
user interface, I believe it's called.
I know you can connect 8, but I don't know if there is an upper limit to that.
I can't imagine who'd want more.
More
Test
than
it to
8,
the limit.
yeah.
Let us
many
know
phones have
online.
Give it to the neighbours.
And can you fit any cylinder on an ASHP?
No, is a short answer. You've got to get a correct, an air source heat pump cylinder, and the reason for that is the coil is much larger. You're running at lower temperatures. Then it's all about surface area and transferring that energy into your water. If you used an ordinary cylinder, you would either have to run your heat pump at a much higher temperature, which would be inefficient, or there'd be a danger of you not getting sufficient heating.
Yeah. Here's a tricky one. I don't know. It might be, it might not be. SMLG Plumbing asks, why can't you range rate Baxi boilers?
Right. Okay.
Is that a
Right. So I'll try and shorten this answer, but fundamentally, so there's been a lot of talk about Part L legislation on the internet across the industry, and people seem to have taken that as you have to range rate your appliance, which isn't the case. Part L is asking manufacturers to produce combination boilers that modulate down to a reasonable level. That's fundamentally what they're asking, and our boilers do that. But what the new range of boilers will do, in addition to the original 6 and 800 boilers, is it monitors the return temperature as well as the flow, and it will restrict the output according to the demand. So fundamentally, it's dynamically range rating the appliance. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to do any parameter changes, and that does mean that if you increase the size of your central heating system, the boiler will automatically match to that, up to its maximum kilowatt output. If you want to know more about that, come on a training day, and we will explain it in fuller detail.
And anyone could answer this one. Let's give it to you, Luke, maybe.
Okay.
Oh, on the spot. How do you convert an 800 boiler to LPG? It's just... I think I even know that, don't I?
You can just do it manually from the parameters.
Yeah.
You don't need nothing extra. That's another great thing about Baxis. Everything is just there, ready. So no additional kit, just straight switch over.
And you can concur with that. It's a very simple, straightforward.
Absolutely. A couple of parameter changes on the front of the boiler, then set it up as you normally would.
I think what's something that's important to mention, obviously, is the different look controls. They've not just made them a different shape. It's a whole new PCB. And of course, with that brings the opportunity to have a whole new way of controlling the boiler. I know previously a lot of installers out there says, oh, you know, there's not as much control. You can't do this. The parameters. Well, I'm reading through the instructions. There's now parameter settings, even as intricate as being able to preset a flow temperature for a certain amount of time based on underfloor heating curing times. So if you wanted your floor to go off over a certain amount of days, you want to limit that flow so it doesn't crack the screed, you can do that through the PCB parameters, which is fantastic, really. And moving forward, I say the sky's the limit with regards to what they can achieve with the board they've got on them now.
Final question, I think. Tommy Thornton, you have the honour and privilege of this. Are you bringing out a heat-only boiler with a stainless steel heat exchanger?
That's a good question, that is.
That's a good question, isn't it? The short answer is not at the moment. All right, so we use an aluminium heat exchanger mainly because, one, it's robust material and it works well with open vented systems. And stainless steel doesn't work quite as well with open vented systems. But looking further forward, I wouldn't say that we wouldn't do that. But at the moment, we have no plans to do that.
Yeah, okay.
I know I keep chiming in at the end of VM, but of course we have to remember they do also offer a fantastic range of system boilers in the 600 and the 800 with a new kilowatt output of 30 kilowatts. Now, of course, when you're looking at a sealed system more than anything, you'd be able to separate the flow from a system boiler and then through a low-loss header, run that through your cylinder and your multiple zones. So a heat-only boiler perhaps might be on its way out, really, when you've got the opportunity of using such a fantastic system boiler for pretty much the same job. And that, of course, implementing the stainless steel heat exchanger that he asked about.
Let's wrap up now with the game we're calling The Heat Is On. 10 of our viewers, 10 questions and 5 seconds to answer each question. And any winning answer sees our contestant walk away with some Baxi workwear. And I think we might chuck in some Baxi mascots as well, some little cuddly Baxter dogs. So 10 questions, 5 seconds each. The heat is on and we have all our competitors here. Give me a cheer, guys. Hello, everyone. So fairly straightforward. I'm going to ask you one question. You've got 5 seconds to answer it. If you get it right, congratulations. If you get it wrong, we'll move on and we'll forget about you. We're going to go from left to right. So we're going to start with Matt Brearley or Briley. Hello, Matt. You have 5 seconds to answer once I've asked the question. The clock will be ticking. Good luck to all of you. First of all, it's Matt. Matt, name one of the kilowatt outputs of the new Baxi 6 and 800 range.
30 kilowatt.
Congratulations, Matt. Woo! So, your question, Jeff, for the chance to win some workwear. 5 seconds to answer. Name another product type that Baxi's launching this month.
Yeah, source heat pump.
Congratulations, Jeff. Hey! Okay, Kate, you ready to play The Heat Is On?
I am. I feel really under pressure.
Don't worry. Okay, here we go. 5 seconds to answer this. What material are the hydraulics made of in a Baxi boiler?
Brass.
All brass hydraulics. Congratulations. You're a winner, Kate.
Thank you.
Complete the name of this. Stainless steel heat what?
Exchanger.
Well done, Daryl. 5 seconds to answer this. What's the key feature of the new Baxi Flu?
Can be fitted from the inside.
Come on, internal fit. Well done. We're on a roll. We're on a roll. The new boilers have manual LPG conversion. What does LPG stand for?
Liquid petroleum gas.
Yes, we're going to give you that. Well done. That was really tight. I think, yeah, you hit the 5 second mark there. It's actually liquefied petroleum gas. We're going to give you that. Well done. Here's your question. 5 seconds to answer. The 800 boiler comes complete with a MagnaClean by which brand?
AD.
AD, congratulations. God bless you. The Baxi products are cupboard fit to what cupboard depth?
295.
Yes, well done. It's 290 to 300, so that's a really, really good answer. As well as the siphonic drainage of the condensed trap. Did I say that all right? What is the other new feature to help stop freezing?
Heat condensation trap.
Congratulations, Stephen. Well done. Preheated siphonic condensate trap. Has the rainwater drip tray hose been increased or decreased to help protect the boiler?
It's been increased.
Has it been increased? It's been increased. Well done. I can't believe this. Wow, congratulations. What's the name of the Welsh football team that's just won promotion under a couple of Hollywood actors?
Wrexham.
Well done, Tony. Congratulations. Well done, Tony. Well done to everyone. We've had a full house of winners. That's it for the game. That's it for tonight. Thank you to these guys here. Thank you to you for watching. Don't forget, Installer Live, Baxi Works, Baxi.co.uk, Baxiest for our Baxiest Boilers. Yeah, thanks so much for watching, getting involved. We're going to go out with a bang.
Oh, that one. Well, that was such an anticlimax.